Children, we have talked about carbon cycle before, but we revisit carbon here in the context of this chapter on there is something in the air. All those greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide is a prominent one. Methane is of course important and has carbon in it, but methane burns up quickly. So if you look at Earth's history, in the beginning there is evidence that before CO2 became the prominent greenhouse gas, methane was the dominant greenhouse gas. Methane oxidizes easily, and so it went away because oxygen increased in the atmosphere, first in the ocean, then in the atmosphere. Many details, but now we are taking out fossil fuels from under the ground and burning them and increasing CO2 in the atmosphere along with many other forms. And remember, carbon is one of the key elements of life. We always talk about carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur as the elements of life. So if carbon is the element of life, why is it a problem now? Obviously because we are increasing it beyond a certain limit, or, well, there is no limit as such. It's just that if we increase it, it's a strong greenhouse gas and it makes the planet warmer, and that's what we are doing. We are causing global warming, and then it has many other impacts on the seasons and the vegetation and the crops and our health and so on, as we saw before, right? So vegetation, ocean, land, carbon is trying to get in everywhere, but we are increasing it so rapidly that from the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, we've gone from about 280 parts per million by volume to now about 425 parts per million by volume in 2025. If you don't know what this unit is, don't worry. If you have a million molecules of air, out of that, about 425 will be CO2. That sounds very small, and in fact it is very small. It's called a trace gas, but because it's like a blanket, we have to worry about it, right? So carbon is important in that sense, and we have to track it. Fortunately, it's easy to measure, but because it's in such a small quantity in the atmosphere, it's not easy to take it out. So we'll discuss a bit about so-called geoengineering on how we can take CO2 out and why we may have to take it out, because if we keep increasing CO2, global warming will continue and life will become very difficult for us. So these are the things to worry about in terms of carbon in the air, okay?